There it is, our next match of the night. Jaime Pereira and Dennis Stamp.
And now, coming out of the red corner, Jaime Pereira.
Here he comes, Jaime Pereira, 36 years old, but don't let the age fool you. Said he's a young 36.
I like that. I like when the older guys come out here. It makes me feel more comfortable, Dan.
Hey, I'm in my 30s now. I'm 31 years old, so I know all about it. Take a look at the tail of the tape for this featherweight feature. As we said, Jaime Pereira, 7 years older than the 29-year-old Dennis Stamp, both standing at 5'7". Both fighters ranked relatively the same weight. This catchweight matchup.
Jaime has jiu-jitsu ace Alex Eklund in his corner, who's competed at some very high levels in jiu-jitsu. He's been an EBI several times. Very, very high-level jiu-jitsu player.
Yeah, Jaime said he actually wants to be a trainer. That's why he fights. He's like, you know what? I'm 36 years old, doing this for a few years now. I'm not looking to go pro. I just want to, I'm doing this for myself, and I want to be a trainer one day. So what better way to get experience than actually, participating in the cage?
Hands-on is the best way to learn.
I feel like you almost have to if you want to train people. You should have some idea of what it's like fighting, because many guys, I don't know how they get into it, but they have no fights. And if you have no fights, I really don't understand how you can claim to coach people or have an understanding of the sport if you have no fights yourself. Just like the emotions, the adrenaline dump, all the different things that go into being an MMA fighter and being in an MMA fight. If you've never done it, how are you supposed to prepare people for that?
With that, let's throw it up into the cage. Steve Peacock got the official introduction.
This fight is brought to you by Footlux of Long Island, Vape Flow, Virtual Realms, Tiger Life Energy Drink, Combined Insurance Pro Line MMA, and LI Live Cryotherapy. Anthony Andriassi is the referee for this featherweight feature. First up, we have for you a 29-year-old who stands at 5'7" and weighs 156 pounds. He has a 1-2 record and represents Rancho MMA out of the blue corner, Dennis Dark Knight Stamp. His opponent is a 36-year-old who stands 5'7" and weighs 153 pounds. He has a 3-1 record and represents C1 MMA. Out of the red corner, Jaime Pereira.
All right, boys, I'm really looking forward to this matchup here. Dennis Stamp in the all-white, Jaime Pereira in the blue, the yellow, and the green. The third man in the cage, referee Anthony Andriassi. We're underway. Ooh, Stamp comes out swinging.
That clipped him.
Did clip him.
That was a hard shot, too. We heard that reverberate through the arena.
It's a packed arena here at the Space at Westbury. Dennis Stamp coming out swinging. He said, you know what? I took the fight on short notice, but I think that's an advantage for me. What do you think about that, Eric?
I really like to take fights on short notice if they're the right fights, because you don't have time to really psych yourself out by overthinking it.
That's what he said.
You just sort of get in there and you do what you got to do, and sometimes that's the best strategy for certain opponents.
Jaime bounces back nicely, gets on top of Stamp.
A very nice takedown. I like how he's using his head right now, applying that forward leverage and keeping Dennis stuck. And as I say it, Dennis adjusts, and he's looking for a triangle or an omoplata here. Right to the omoplata. Very nice by Dennis Stamp.
Swings of momentum here in round number 1. High-level MMA here at Triton Fights 8. Dennis Stamp and Jaime Pereira.
Some good jiu-jitsu on display here from both gentlemen. There's a good defense by Jaime.
Stamp's doing what he's got to do, getting back up to his feet, doesn't want to be on his back.
That's the formula right there. You know, you got 1 or 2 attempts at a submission, and you got to work to get right up.
Ooh. My back touches the ground. It's sweep, submit, or stand up, and there's about 5 seconds to do all 3.
Agreed. Dennis showed that formula right there, and now he's got a Jaime backpack at the moment.
Both fighters showing high-level jiu-jitsu here.
Stamp going for that standing Kimura right now.
Yeah.
Using for a takedown of his own. Very nice. Right into the sub.
Ends up on top.
Well done by Dennis Stamp. Very nice. Some high-level jiu-jitsu on display from both these gentlemen. He's still on that Kimura.
These guys are great. Very evenly matched. Woo!
Oh, he's got it. That's deep. Oh,
look at that rollout. This is outstanding stuff here.
That was
Jaime
beautiful.
Pereira rolls out.
A lot of beautiful jiu-jitsu on display. This is great technique by both guys, both offensively and defensively. Nice throw by Jaime Pereira right into a guillotine.
Big recovery by Stamp, though. He gets right back up to the top, pops his head out, and he's moving forward. We're going to pass the guard.
This reminds me of like the WWE when they have the cruiserweights that bounce up and jump off the top rope all over the place. Just, it looks almost choreographed.
Yeah, this is a super athletic first round here.
Very evenly matched, too. It's very rare that, especially in the amateurs, where you see 2 guys who have equal jiu-jitsu knowledge. So for every action, the other has an answer to it that's just as technical. Usually you see somebody get stuck after a high-level move, and it slows down. This is the complete opposite.
That's the end of a very exciting, competitive round number 1 between Jaime Pereira and Dennis Stamp.
That's a hard round to
I was
score.
about to say, Dave, I'm going to ask you now. This is tough. I feel bad for the judges after that round. How'd you see that one?
If I'm a judge, I would have to give that to Stamp based on the big strike that he landed, the takedowns, and the submission attempts.
Yeah, there was a lot of rolling, great jiu-jitsu, a few takedowns, though, but from a Stamp, you think was the difference?
I think he came the closest to potentially ending the fight. He had some very tough submission attempts and a very, very big early shot on the feet that landed hard, that rocked Jaime.
Yeah, Eric, as we take a look at the Tiger Life replay here, some action from round number 1. See a lot of what Dave just explained.
I would agree with that, Dave, entirely. I mean, he landed that big shot that we heard. It sounded like someone dropped a brick on concrete, and Jaime fell back against the fence, and then he had the better submission attempts, and Stamp also landed a bunch of really good knees up against the fence as well.
Very close first round, though. It was evenly matched, but I would have to give it to Stamp.
Round number 2, scheduled for 3. This is a featherweight feature. Dennis Stamp in the all-white, Jaime Pereira in the blue trunks.
Stamp's using that head and arm control very nicely. He's been here in the first round, and he's used it. He's setting up, transitions with it and submission attempts with it. Right now, he can go for that arm and guillotine, or he can snap him down and go to the back.
Yeah, he's tucking that arm in, pushing that arm across so he can take that spin to the back. Jaime's doing a very good job, though, readjusting and going for the takedown.
He's using his hip angle very nicely when he gets him on the cage. He's cutting that angle for that single really, really nice. Good head pressure here out of Jaime. I'd like to see him start throwing that left hand. There you go.
Really great positioning, too, with his right foot. As soon as he got down to the ground, he brought that shin across Stamp's foot and hooked it with his foot so that he wasn't able to re-guard him at all.
Yeah, this is some high-level stuff here.
Wait, this referee, I thought his referee was going to stop him and stand him up.
Someone might have been grabbing the fence or something like that. I couldn't really see from our angle.
Stamp's got the butterfly guard here, and he's got an overhook. I'd like to see him start elevating. If he starts elevating with that right hook, he could sweep Jaime.
I was going to say, it feels like Stamp, yeah, he's on his back. He feels very confident, and he feels very calm down there.
You know what? It's all right to feel confident from your back, but it's bad in the judge's eyes because right now he's losing. Yeah.
You can see that he's slowed down a little bit because in the first round he was looking to get up immediately, and now he's accepting position a little bit. That could be a sign of fatigue.
You want to see Jaime Pereira maybe throw some more ground and pound here, kind of soften him up. Doesn't seem like he's even attempted a ground and pound strike.
And he was in position to throw some strikes, and he didn't.
He might be a little bit hesitant because, you know, what, Stamped has that explosive build, and he could get up. He proved it in the first round, so maybe he's just erring on the side of caution.
That's true.
We got a full mount right now, Pereira. He's straightening it out, Dennis Stamp. See what he does here.
And Stamp's flat on his back. He's got to get over to his knees or hook one of those legs and isolate one leg. I don't know if you want to really give your back up, though, to Jaime.
Well, according to Dave De La Rocca, his first round went to Dennis Stamp, but if you're judging this one here, it's been all Jaime Pereira.
It looks like Stamp's starting to fatigue a little bit. Oh, we got a possible head and arm triangle here.
Oh, here we go. Is it tight enough?
Pereira's got to get his hips down a little bit more. There you go.
There he got it.
That's deep.
That's it. It is all over. Jaime Pereira is your winner. Second round submission of a very game Dennis Stamp. What a great matchup. Jaime Pereira moves on to 4-1. As for Dennis Stamp, he drops to 1-3, but he needs to keep his head high. He took this fight on 3 days' notice. Put up a valiant effort, Eric. If you take a look at the replay here from Tiger Life.
Yeah, Jaime was able to get that back position and really just control this whole round. I mean, when you take a fight short notice, you might not have all the gas in the gas tank to get you through an entire fight, especially a fight against somebody with such a jiu-jitsu pedigree as Jaime Pereira.
Really outstanding stuff from Jaime. Looking forward to hearing from him. Told you, 36 years old. Don't let it fool you. He was fighting a guy 7 years younger. Had a great camp, he told me. Go back to his job in IT on Monday. Guess what I did this weekend?
God bless him. I really dig that. I think he's got a tattoo of an avocado on his arm.
He had a heart in it. There's a story behind that, too. Let's throw it up to the cage. Steve Peacock. He has the official time of the stoppage.
At 2 minutes and 37 seconds into the second round, the winner by head and arm lock came out of the red corner, Jaime Pereira. Guys, I'm here with the winner, Jaime Pereira, winner by beautiful submission in the second round. You survived the tough first round there. It was a little back and forth. It looks like you got a good shot in that first round, but you were able to get your composure back and really put on a show.
Yes, sir. Every time I come into a fight, I have a game plan in my face, in my head, and as soon as they touch me, it goes away. It just, the training comes over. I practice choking my brother out every night. I choke him out every night. So when I come here, it comes naturally.
Well, you guys put on a display, some high-level jiu-jitsu. That first round was back and forth, super technical, high level, and then the second round you kind of took over there. Was that arm triangle something you were setting up all camp? Is that one of your go-to submissions?
I don't know about high level, my coach would argue. Otherwise it would have been finished a lot faster. But the head and the arm, if you give it to me, I'm going to take it. Up, down, it doesn't matter. I love heads and arms.
Well, it was beautiful. What's next for you?
Next, I'm going to hang out with my people over there. We're going to take some pictures. We're going to eat some pizza. And then we're going burgerito for the after party.
Well, congratulations and enjoy.
Thank you, sir.
Jaime Pereira is your winner. And it's funny, he brings up his brother. His brother is the person who got him into MMA. He said once his brother started getting successful and he started kicking his butt a little more, it inspired him. That's what we saw there. So great performance from Jaime Pereira, who moves on to 4-1, and he's going to go eat some burritos. God bless him. We got more action coming your way here from Triton Fights 8 from the space at Westbury. Our bantamweight title fight, our first title fight of the night. We have 4 title fights tonight, and it starts off with this bantamweight scrap, one that I'm really looking forward to. Ashik Ajib going against Suvar Tutasanov. This one's going to be explosive, and it's coming up next.